With a double against Fromber, will dig in and lead off for the Astros. And Jeremy takes a first pitch a little bit low for ball one. On the ground towards the bag. That's a fair ball and a long throw and a good one for Kevin McGonigal. McGonigal played shortstop yesterday. He's over at third base today. And 2 walks. On a 2-0 pitch, he pops one up into shallow left. The shortstop, Zach McKinstry, goes all the way out there to make this play for out number 2. Tuve's never had a hit against his former teammate as he grounds one to short. And McKinstry makes this play. So, a couple of groundouts in the first inning for Fromber Valdez on a 1-2-3 inning. It was a career-high 9 strikeouts against the Tigers, but he also allowed a career-high 3 home runs in 3 1/3 innings. Dunn gave up. Hits this ball into right field, so he's on base against Kaiway for a 4th consecutive time.
Steckhouse.
Into center field where Jake Myers resides today, and he'll put it away as he moves towards right center to make that catch for out number 1. Yes. Hits this ball hard to left, and Bryce Matthews makes the catch. That was stung by Green, but Matthews got a good jump and took care of that in left center.
Good gloves out there.
This one on the ground. Paredes will charge. Torkelson will be thrown out to end the inning. So a leadoff hit by McGonigal. He stays on first, and we're scoreless after 1. In 8 plate appearances against Valdez. Goes after this one on a 1-0 pitch, hits it hard, and it is over the head of Kerry Carpenter. Christian Walker heading for second, and he's going to go in head first with a double. Christian with his 15th double of the year. He's the first Astro to get a hit. First time through the lineup in this series. That ball hit hard, deep to left field. Cam Smith tags one over the wall and left for a 2-run home run. His 9th on the year, and the Astros take a 2-0 lead against Fromber Valdez.
Hung the changeup, and we've got it. Another wham, bam. Thank you, Cam, on this road trip. A big shot early against Fromber. 108.7 off the bat. Laser.
How about it? Cam with 9 home runs. 7 of them have been on the road this season, including 2 on this road trip. Trying to put the ball in play here against his former battery mate, and he does go down on Fromber's first strikeout for the first out here in the 2nd inning.
UTMD Anderson strike zone, showing you that changeup up out over the plate, and I said something slow would allow Cam to get those arms extended, and boy did he. Almost 109 miles an hour off the bat. The only hope was it was low enough to stay in the ballpark. Riley Green.
Hard for muscle memory not to take over and just start throwing hard, so I had to tell himself not to throw too hard.
Jake Myers hits one underneath the glove of Kevin McGonigal, and he's going to be on first base. That ball was hit sharply, but it looked like the Tigers' third baseman would be able to make that play. Now Bryce down to the count 1-2. He pops one in the air, playable for Torkelson in foul territory. And that's the 2nd out. 3 previous times before today, so Joe has put his catchers both in the lineup prior to this. This ball towards left, and a diving catch made by Riley Green. Timed it up well and made a diving catch to rob Christian Vasquez. Here's Kerry Carpenter leading things off. And he takes a pitch close that is called a ball. Christian Vasquez is going to challenge.
Challenging the pitch.
Real little thought it was off the plate. Vasquez is trying to get back to 500 on the season. He's been slowly climbing up the ranks, and that is just
Pitches a ball. Houston has 1 challenge.
barely over the top of the zone. Struck out Carpenter twice. This ball looped into left, and Carpenter puts this one in play for a leadoff base hit. So the Tigers have had their leadoff runner on in both the first 2 innings. Used to be called all the time. This ball hit to right. Cam's there. And there's one away.
I strike that they were hunting in the past.
This ball hit to right field, a base hit. Carpenter had to hold up, but they're not going to test Cam Smith, so that'll be runners on first and second with one out. So in the battle of Taiwanese players, Hao Yu Lee is now 2 for 3 against Kai Wei Dong. This ball skied to right, tagging is Carpenter. It'll be interesting to see if he goes. It's just a bluff. Although Cam didn't even throw to third. So this ball skied into left field. It is near foul territory. Jeremy Pena takes charge and makes the play for the final out. So runs today than he did in either of his previous 2 starts. This ball grounded to the right side. It is knocked down and not handled cleanly, and with Pena's speed, you can forget about that. Even if Torkelson makes that play, it's going to be a tough. And he pokes that one into right field. Beautiful piece of hitting. Pena floating around second, gets to third easily. First and third, Astros, nobody out. Infield back. And he does hit it on the ground. Might not get an RBI here as he hits into a potential double play. He is tagged out on the wide throw by Hao Yu Lee. Astros get a run, but Altuve grounds into the double play. Walker hits it hard to left field. He's going to have himself his second extra base hit of the game. Walker hit one to right over the head of Kerry Carpenter. This one splits the gap in left center. So Walker, who was struggling on this trip at 1 for 17. That's going to get away from the catcher Rogers, and Christian Walker is going to take third. That'll be a called third strike. Smith down looking. Throws him with the fastball, and that'll do it for the Astros in the third. 1 run on 3 hits. Going to be a walk, so McGonigal's now been on base all 5 times he has faced Kai Wei. Ground ball right side. Altuve can't make the play, and everybody's going to be safe. He was thinking about trying to turn 2 and didn't get any outs. Yeah, ball foul, long way for Paredes. Can Isak get there?
Man, is
Made
he good.
the basket catch over his shoulder. How did he find it? Great deadline in 17. Ooh, that's going to be a hit by pitch to load up the bases. Torkelson takes one off the elbow guard. Crushed. Tigers take the lead. Kerry Carpenter with a grand slam. Turns this game around with 1 swing, down 3-0, now up 4-3.
I believe that was the curveball, and it was hung. All that traffic piling up and eventually smashed out of the ballpark off the bat of Kerry Carpenter.
That one into right. Cam Smith coming in, and he will have to play it on a hop. Cam didn't get a great read on that initially. This one in the air to Cam. Easy play for the right fielder. And that's out number 2. So now they both won a couple of at-bats. Kai Wei. So that also, regardless of what happens with Javier, could push Kai Wei to the pen as he gets a strikeout here of Outman to end the inning. But a grand slam, the big swing in the third, and the Tigers lead at 4-3 after 3. Tapper could be trouble. Fromber's going to glove it. He didn't come up with it cleanly. It wouldn't have mattered. That ball hit hard. Jake's hit the ball hard twice now into left field for a base hit. So the Astros have their first 2 runners on against Fromber here in the 4th. Thinking he might be bunting here, and he is bunting. He bunts it towards the mound, and Fromber catches it in the air. Not a good bunt by Bryce. And he'll be out number 1. And there's a ball towards the right side. Gloved nicely by Torkelson. He gets the 1 out at second. Nice play by Spencer. They can't turn 2. Fromber a little late covering. Up the middle, base hit. We're tied at 4. Jeremy Pena with the RBI single. He is 2 for 3, and it's a 4-4 game. Holding him, so he'll have halfway to second by the time this ball's in play, and almost runs into Pena on that ground ball, but making the play is how you leave for the final out of the inning. Astros minor leaguer Jake Rogers goes after the first one and sends it on a diving catch by Pena on one hop. His throw is wide, and Rogers going to reach on an infield hit. Nice job by Jeremy to keep that on the infield.
Body to make the good throw.
Kevin McGonigal the other way, going back on it to make the play is Matthews. Good job on the warning track with that catch. McGonigal retired by Kaiwei Dung for the first time. Tigers, so Keith batting in the 2 spot instead. Hits this ball hard to left, but Bryce Matthews is there. That'll be out number 2. A couple of lineouts to left after the infield single by Rogers.
Fastball the other way and turning on the spin.
That's hit hard into right field for a base hit. Stopping at second will be Rogers. Riley Green with a single to right, second hit of the inning. Might be the last opportunity for Dung to try and finish with Torkelson here, and that's going to be a fair ball down the left field line. That's going to give the Tigers the lead again. Torkelson with an RBI double, scoring Jake Rogers. It's now 5-4 Detroit. And now Kaiwei Dung going 3 2/3 today. Ground ball right side should be easy for Christian Walker, and it is, and that'll do it for the Tigers. Another big out for Okert, stranding 2 in scoring position. Looped into shallow right, backing up is the second baseman, Hao-Yu Lee, with a nice sliding catch on a little floater beyond first base. That one's on the ground to short. McKinstry will make the play for out number 2. On the ground, eats up McGonigal, but he stays with it and throws out Cam by a step. Good play by the Tiger third baseman on a sharply hit grounder. Helped Dung's final line. It still was not the line that Kaiwei was looking for today. McKinstry just pokes that one on an 0-2 pitch, and Paredes is there to make the play for out number 1. Kaiwei in the past and yesterday against Spencer. This ball hit high in the air to left. Back goes Matthews, hit well, and at the wall, leaping, it's gone. Hao-Yu Lee hits his 3rd home run of the season. Guy who came on with the Gleyber Torres injury snaps the scoreless streak of 17 1/3 innings for Stephen Okert as he hits one out to make it a 6-4 Tigers lead in the 5th.
Slider on the outside that Lee gets around and barrels just out of the reach of Bryce Matthews out there in left field.
Nate Pearson doing the heavy lifting, 3 innings of work, followed by Abreu, and then Jake Myers making his major league pitching debut. So the lefties. Runner goes, pitch is swung on and lofted to left. That's carrying well, but Matthews is there, puts it away, and retreating back to first is Outman. Thought the Hao-Yu Lee ball really carried, and steals on the year. Stays this time, and the ball is lofted to left. Will this one carry? Yes, it does. Back goes Matthews, and he circles it and makes the catch. The wind is definitely playing tricks out there. More than 4 runs. Started on May 24th and continued till today. This ball dropped, but rehandled, and now a high throw, but Torkelson stays on the bag.
This throw to do is scoot back.
Jake hits this one to right. Kerry Carpenter is there. That'll be out number 2. Bryce Matthews 0 for 2. And puts the ball on the ground here. Played by Zach McKinstry. Fromber 7 in a row sent down. Another 1-2-3 inning. AJ facing the 2-3-4 hitters this inning. Colt Keith skies one to right. Cam Smith back a few steps. Keith is retired for the first out of the inning. A total of 17 hits and 10 runs.
I can finally see.
Green hits the ball hard again, and that'll be to the wall. He's going to head to second, and he will get there with a double. Riley Green's second hit of the game. Called third strike. Torkelson down looking. First strikeout for blue ball, second out of the inning. This year, and the only 3 home run game for the Tigers this year, both coming against Astros pitching. Walker will take this one again unassisted, and that'll do it for the Tigers. A double by Green. He is left on base. We head to the 7th.
He can give you length out of that Tigers bullpen. He went 2 2/3 against the Astros. Vasquez trying to make a bid for a hit. Went 2 2/3, gave up an earned run and struck out 5 Astros.
Getting Pena on strikes. First strikeout for Drew, third strikeout for Tigers pitching.
And the answer is, I don't know if you're ready for that.
I wasn't ready. Usually you
don't put your head down on me, Todd. You got to pay attention.
Catch this challenge in the pitch.
We got a challenge. We got an answer to a trivia question.
We normally give fans a little time to think about it, but today was a quick answer.
Yeah, a little sneak peek.
Pitches the ball. Detroit has 1 challenge remaining.
Jake Rogers unsuccessful on his challenge, so both teams. Isak, who drew a walk against Anderson in his spot start down in Houston, draws a walk against him here after getting down to the count. 3-1 on Altuve. Altuve punches one to the right side. That'll get through for a base hit. Astros now with 2 runners on. Jose picking up a 2-out hit. The count to Walker. The runners will be off with 2 outs. Line drive, base hit. That should score a run. Around third comes Paredes. He will score without a throw. It's now a 1-run game. Christian Walker picking up the RBI. His first RBI since June 13th. That has to feel good. Now Joey with another 1-2 pitch. Skies this one into center. Playable for James Outman. Astros leave 2 here in the 7th and are down 6-5. Line drive, that'll be down for a hit. Matthews towards the line, backhands it. Tough throw from there. It's a strong throw. Bryce made that close, but in with a head first slide is Zach McKinstry. Jose Altuve down after that collision at the bag. Sends this ball into shallow center. Jake Myers is there. Tagging is McKinstry, but he's not going anywhere. Jake makes the catch for out number 1. Blue ball striking Outman out again, all 4 times this year. Second strikeout for AJ and 2 outs in the inning today. Now AJ blue ball. Ground ball, Pena charges, takes his time and makes a good throw to get Rogers by a step for the final out of the inning. Leadoff double doesn't hurt the Astros. AJ Mel, Jordan Alvarez, Reynel Delgado, all lefty options off the bench, and Yainer Diaz has himself his 2nd hit of the game. Yainer in his 4th game as the DH this year is now 2 for 4. He's a leadoff base runner for the Astros in the 8th. Now swinging away again, and that's a called third strike. That strikes out Trammell. Back-to-back strikeouts, 2 outs in the inning. This ball hit into right field, base hit. Diaz will stop at second. New right fielder in the game for the Tigers this inning is Matt Vierling, taking over for Kerry Carpenter. He brings the ball back in. First and second, 2 outs. Into center, base hit. Around third comes Yainer Diaz. It's misplayed by Outman. In to score, Yainer to third goes Christian Vasquez, and Jeremy Pena has tied the game up for the 2nd time today. It's 6-6, big 2-out knock by JP3.
That is clutch.
Bottom half of the 8th. Paredes with a line drive, base hit to score 2. Isak Paredes comes through with a huge 2-out, 2 RBI hit. Ball gets through. Paredes stays at second with a double. It's 8-6 Astros.
Attaboy Isak using the opposite field.
Isak has now been on base 5 of the 6 times he has faced Vest as Altuve goes after the first pitch and grounds one to third. That'll do it for the Astros. But a huge 3-run inning, all coming with 2 outs. Pena and Paredes. Delgado also into the game for Jose Altuve at second as King strikes out McGonigal. Not an easy guy to strike out. A Rookie of the Year candidate down for the first out here in the 8th games. Skies that one. Reynel Delgado, the new second baseman behind the infield, takes care of that for the second out. So on the ground, right side, Delgado backhands to make the play for the final out of the inning. Green retired. A great 1-2-3 8th for Brian King. On the ground, that's his 4th hit of the game. Have yourself a Saturday, Christian Walker. Stayed in the game. He's around to bunt, gets the bunt down, played there by McGonigal. That moves the runner. Good job by Loperfido, pushing Walker into scoring position. Yiner bidding for another, but fielded there by McGonigal. Yiner retired for the second out of the inning. That'll be a 4-pitch walk. Myers on base for the second time. Wagas back. Issues a 2-out walk to Jake. This one through the middle, but played there by McKinstry to his left, and that'll be the final out of the inning. 2 left on for the Astros. Chopper towards third. Paredes will play it on a couple of hops. His throw in time to get Torkelson. That's 1 out in the 9th inning. Vierling skies the first pitch to right field. Joey Loperfido puts it away for the second out. Astros within an out. That is going to be a called third strike and a challenge by Jones immediately. Christian Vasquez starting to shake hands, so he feels like they're going to win this one, and they do.
Pitch and a strike.
Astros win it 8-6, a 3-run 8th inning. And without the big man, Yordan Alvarez, out of the lineup for just the second time this year, the Astros put up 8 runs and 15 hits. Isaac Paredes with the game-winning double.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch the entire lineup go out there. We saw a little bit of small ball. We saw some big hits, timely hits. Christian Walker breaking out today with 4 knocks. But I really like what you said about Christian Vasquez kind of setting things up in that 8th inning, and then Air getting Jeremy Pena into scoring position and Isaac capitalizing.